My dear and learned colleagues in legal profession, friends, ladies and gentlemen, I consider it my responsibility to speak on a subject that goes to the very soul of our legal profession, the constitutional duty of an advocate, defending justice, not crime. My friends, recently a resolution reportedly passed by Faizabad Ayodhya Bar Association in Uttar Pradesh attracted a nationwide attention. The resolution stated that no member of the association should appear on behalf of the accused of misappropriating funds belonging to Sri Ramajanmabhoomi Tirtha Kshetra Trust. It further required that any advocate who wished to represent such an accused should first obtain permission from the association and deposit 5 lakhs for each accused. Let me make it one point absolutely very clear, my friends, at the outset. If anyone has indeed misappropriated money donated by millions of devotees in good faith, such person deserves to be prosecuted and, if found guilty after fair trial, punished strictly in accordance with law. There can be no compromise with the corruption. There can be no sympathy for criminal misconduct. But there can also be no compromise with the Constitution. The issue before us is not whether the accused are innocent or guilty. The issue is whether a bar association can decide that certain accused persons shall not receive legal representation. The answer, according to our Constitution, the Bar Council of India rules, and repeated judgments of the Supreme Court, is an emphatic no. My friends, legal profession is unlike every other profession. An advocate does not exist to certify moral character of his client. He exists to protect the fairness of judicial process and also protect the interest of the client. A doctor treats every patient. He does not ask whether the patient is a saint or a sinner or a criminal. Similarly, an advocate represents every client. He does not ask whether society likes or dislikes the accused, because guilt is not determined by the newspapers. It is not determined by the television debates. It is not determined by the social media. And certainly, it is not determined by the resolution of the bar associations. It is determined only by a court of law after fair trial. That is the rule of the law. Our Constitution guarantees equality before law under Article 14. Article 21 guarantees that no person's liberty can be taken away except through a fair, just, reasonable procedure. Article 39A directs the state to ensure equal justice and legal aid. These constitutional guarantees are not reserved for good people alone. They are meant for every person. If constitutional rights belong to only to the popular, then they are no longer constitutional rights. They become privileges. That is not the vision of our Constitution, my friends. The Bar Council of India, our apex body, reminds that every advocate that his loyalty is first to the law. It tells us something profound. No person should be punished unless his guilt is established by adequate legal evidence. Notice what it does not say. It does not say we should defend only respectable people. It does not say we should accept only popular briefs. It says our duty is towards justice. Likewise, the Honorable Supreme Court has repeatedly protected this constitutional principle. In A.S. Muhammad Rafi versus State of Tamil Nadu in the year 2010, the two-judge bench declared that the resolutions of the bar associations preventing advocates from appearing for a particular accused are contrary to the Constitution, professional ethics, and law. The court went so far as to describe such resolutions as a disgrace to the legal profession. Those are strong words, but they remind us that the dignity of the bar lies not in following public anger, but in defending constitutional values, the rights of a citizen. Again, in Subedar versus State of Uttar Pradesh in the year 2021, the Supreme Court held that the right to legal representation is a part of guarantee under Article 21. And in Rupasri HR versus State of Karnataka 2024, the Honorable Supreme Court reaffirmed that no bar association can prevent an advocate from defending an accused. These are not merely legal precedents, my friends. They are constitutional warnings. Because once lawyers begin refusing clients according to public opinion, something far more dangerous begins. Today, the accused may be persons alleged to have misappropriated temple funds. Tomorrow, they may be political opponents. The day after tomorrow, they may be journalists. Then the social activities. Then the members of the minority communities. Then ordinary citizens falsely implicated in criminal cases. Where will this end? The Constitution never permits rights to depend upon the popularity of the citizen. Let us remember, my friends, an important truth that the lawyer who appears for an accused is not defending the crime, he is defending the constitutional right. He is ensuring that conviction, if it comes, is based upon evidence and law, not emotion and prejudice. The history gives us powerful examples. For example, Nathuram Godse, the killer of Mahatma Gandhi, had legal representation. Then, like Ajmal Kasam, had legal representation. The convicts in the Nirbhaya case had also legal representation. Did their lawyers approve of murder or terrorism? Certainly not. And we also defend many accused in murder cases, and ultimately it ends in conviction. That does mean that we are supporting these people? That's certainly not. We defend the integrity of the judicial process. That is why the judgments delivered in those cases command respect throughout the world. Justice gains legitimacy when every side is heard. That is the essence of natural justice. Ade alteram partem. Hear the other side. It is one of the oldest principles known to civilized law. Without hearing both sides, there can be no justice, only punishment. And punishment without justice is nothing but arbitrariness. So, my friends, as advocates, we are not merely professionals. We are constitutional functionaries. Judges cannot deliver justice unless lawyers present both sides fearlessly and independently. The independence of the bar is therefore inseparable from the independence of the judiciary. If the bar associations begin directing advocates whom they may or may not represent, professional independence will slowly disappear. The black coat we wear will cease to symbolize constitutional courage. It will become a symbol of institutional conformity. That would be tragedy for Indian democracy. The bar has always been one of the greatest defenders of the liberty. Many architects of our freedom movement and also those who were lawyers, many framers of our constitution were lawyers. They understood that the first duty of the legal profession is not to please the society, it is to preserve justice. Today we inherit that noble tradition. Let us not weaken it. Let us strengthen it. Whenever constitutional values are tested, the legal professions must rise above public passion. Because justice is never served by denying a hearing. Justice is served by ensuring a fair hearing. My learned friends, allow me to conclude with this thought. The robe we wore, the black robe we wear, does not distinguish the innocent from the guilty. The responsibility belongs to the court. The robe reminds us that every person is entitled to justice according to law. An advocate does not wear the black gown to defend the crime. He wears it to defend the Constitution. The greatness of the Indian bar does not lie when defending popular clients. Its greatness in defending constitutional principles, even when doing so is difficult, even when it is unpopular, and even when society misunderstands its role. If lawyers surrender to public emotion, the rule of law will gradually give way to the rule of the mob. But if lawyers remain faithful to their constitutional duty, democracy will remain secure. Let us therefore reaffirm our oath. My friends, let us uphold the Constitution. Let us preserve the independence of the bar. Let us ensure that no person is condemned unheard. No advocate is intimidated for performing his professional duty. No constitutional guarantee is sacrificed at the altar of the public passion. That is our professional obligation. That is our constitutional duty. That is our enduring legacy. When the police investigate, they protect public order. When the prosecutor prosecutes, he protects the interests of the society. When the judge decides, he protects the majesty of law. But when an advocate stands beside an accused, he protects something even more fundamental. The Constitution's promise that no human being shall lose his liberty except according to law. And finally, the black robe which we wear is not stitched with the threads of loyalty to the client. It is woven with the constitutional values of liberty, equality, fairness, and due process. Every time an advocate enters into a courtroom to defend an unpopular accused, he is not defending the alleged crime, he is defending the civilization against arbitrariness. Therefore, my friends, I hope that you will understand the essence of legal profession from me. Thank you. Thank you very much.